Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Last Stand Gamers, and welcome to my moon base. Now you're probably wondering, is that an asteroid you're on, Aaron, or is that a planet? Well, as far as the eye can see, there is rocks. But we're not on an asteroid, and we're not on a planet, we're on a square, a massive square that can be used to build things on. Now, this is of course on the workshop and it's in the early experimental stages, so you're going to see a little bit of lag every now and then, and of course if you want to experience this sort of stuff you can check the description and try it out for yourself. But I've built this custom sort of little landing base all in survival, and it's took me absolutely ages, and it all started from here. So in today's episode what I'm going to do is basically just talk about the concept of planets, and I really want to hear what you guys think about it and if you think it's a good idea or you think they should purely stay with things in space. Now, this is not necessarily a planet, but just a small sort of alien sort of landscape that I just really like it. Now, this is the little Lunar Rover that I've been using, and I've been using this to transport my supplies around the asteroid, and as I've been building the different little pods everywhere, I've been just carrying around my supplies, my tools and everything in the back, unloading it, welding it up so I can carry a lot in my inventory, and I just really love the concept of driving rather than flying around at the moment. But the concept of flying is also just amazing, because these asteroids where, say for instance, there might not be a certain resource on this asteroid, but I can go and fly to another asteroid in my spaceship and actually pick up that resource. So spaceships have still been a key part, even though I've just built this rover at the moment. So after I built the rover, I started to build my first platform, and I had just enough components to actually build the assembler and the refinery that I actually needed. And then I started from there mining and building the control tower and so on. So we're going to go underneath and have a look at my mining resource center. So this is going to be the central hub of this whole side of this asteroid, and the concept is you have all your supplies in the middle, and then you have these pipes piping out the supplies to any point, any little mini base on the asteroid. So we've got the two pipes coming through here, we've got the refinery in the middle. Obviously if the need for more refineries grows or someone joins me on this survival map, that would mean I'd need probably more refineries going on. So the processing in there at the moment is just processing some glass sheets, I believe, because if we move up here we move on to the incomplete part of my base. Now the concept of this base is have it large enough inside where I can move ships around inside if I need. So if we move over here we can actually just see the unconstructed part. Now the actual idea of this is connect it up and build it in segments, so it's really easy to build, and I can just move it on and copy, and well, not copy and paste, but sort of copy the concept and just keep moving through different tunnels to different sections of the base. Now I've got the asteroids on this map on a really sort of like weak setting. I think it's just the closest to safe you can possibly have, so they come often but not too often. So I've got these turrets set up, and I've just got enough ammunition to actually defend off 2 asteroid attacks. And it took me a while to design this pipeline, because the first thing I actually bumped into was my ship, well my little rover couldn't get over the pipes, so I either had to raise them up like I've done in this area or ramp them like this, and I realised that raising them up was a lot cheaper in the long run rather than the ramps, because the ramps just look pretty damn cool and it works pretty well, but you have to spend a lot of time and well resources on actually building these sheets. So the next goal for this is actually to finish off this comms tower. So this comms tower is going to be able to see the whole of the asteroid, see what's going on, see if people are intruding in the area and so on, and all the little detachment bases that we're going to work on. That little turret there, we've also got a backup generator inside, because the main generator in here is not, well, it's big, but you know, you always need a backup generator, so when you look out the window you go, well, we're out of power, but we need to go to the backup generator, and then it's like, but it's outside. It's like, oh, it's that classic movie, sort of space movie thing. So if we have a look down through this window, we should be able to see if the lasers, all my lasers are coming. And so inside here we have a little bit of a walkway, nothing to break into my own base, and we have the assembler and a number of crates just to added storage, so we can just basically get maximum storage. There's not too much in there, there's just a bit of iron resource at the moment, because I'm just building the basic shells of things. Like up on top here, we just got the shell of the control tower, but we'll go up and I'll give you a perspective of what it's going to be like when you can go up here. And obviously there's going to be a lot of different things that I need to build on this asteroid. I need to build like a landing platform for visiting spacecraft, but you can just see that view. It looks absolutely awesome. Like I'm thinking about having like a spaceport over this way, and then over this way I'm going to have a mine, and then somewhere over here, well, you can probably decide what I'm going to have in this whole section here. I'm not too sure, but we're going to do a spaceport there and a mine there. Anyway, I really want to know what you guys think of the planet's sort of context, or even just maybe the large asteroids, and what sort of thing you'd like to do with it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.